Matthew chapter number 24, verse number 15. When ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet stand in the holy place, whosoever readeth, let him understand. We can see that this abomination that maketh desolation was spoken of by Daniel here in the 9th chapter of the book of Daniel, starting with verse number 27, and then almost verbatim Daniel the 12th chapter, verse number 11. So we can see here. So what is this abomination that maketh desolation? Well, we need to look back a little bit. Alexander the Great, when he had took over, had rose to prominence at such an alarming rate. No one has ever conquered the known world in as much land mass as he did. And when he died, suddenly at the age of 33, his kingdom was divided into 4 parts. His 4 generals. And the 2 that are in play in biblical prophecy, Daniel talks about extensively in the 11th chapter of Daniel, are referred to as the kingdom of the north, the Seleucid Empire, and the kingdom of the south, the Ptolemy Empire. They jockey back and forth throughout history, one conquering another, one is taking another, and Jerusalem and the holy place is smack dab in the middle, where there was a king of the north, Antiochus Epiphanes, that was exceptionally cruel to the Jewish people. After he looked like he was going to gain a victory over Egypt, Rome stepped in and made him to cease his attack. He then left and sacked Jerusalem in the interim. He raided the temple, took all the gold, and subsequent other things happened. And he was said to have set up an image in the temple of Zeus with his face on it. This is one of the ideas of the abomination of desolation. An image of an individual set up in the temple and worshipped as God. This is a replica of the second temple. He did some incredible things. He offered swine on the altar as well to pollute the altar. So we can see Antiochus did a lot of terrible things. So this is commonly understood as the abomination that maketh desolation. But what Christ is referring to is not only what took place in the past, but if we fast forward to Revelations 13th chapter, verse number 15, we will find that the false prophet will create an image of the Antichrist. In verse number 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So we can see in end time prophecy, another image will come into play. Only this time, this image would be not of Antiochus Epiphanes. Also, a lot of people look at him as a forerunner to Antichrist, but of Antichrist, the beast himself. And this image will be given life. through satanic power. This more than likely is the abomination of desolation that Christ is speaking of back in the 24th chapter of Matthew. God, we bless you. We give you glory, honor, and praise. Thank God.